Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the JDL League Season number 6. Hopefully our audio issues are getting fixed. Didn't get any real feedback there in the chat, but if we could get that, that would be great. And I'm joined by Hippie. I'm SP Revolution 5, of course, for Truesight TV. How could I forget me? And we've got Ollin up against Team eHug here. Team eHug taking game number 1 very, very convincingly.
I mean, yeah, they had a really huge advantage from the start. They tried really, really hard to throw that away. Like, really hard.
Yeah. I mean, at first it was just, okay, we'll build a Dagon. Well, when you give a mouse a muffin, we all know how that one went.
when you give a Quap a Dagon, the rest of the team will want one too.
But why can't I build a Dagon? Because you're Visage. You have Soul Assumption. It's practically a Dagon that doesn't work when it's not in a team
better
fight.
than a Dagon. It's on a lower cooldown.
And he's like, but
this is a long-ass first overall pick.
Yeah. They're thinking hard.
Why didn't they just pick Undying already? Like, I saw the Vans like, alright, first overall pick, Undying. Because they want Witch Doctor, apparently. Okay.
Okay.
He's strong. I don't think he's quite hotly contested. I don't know. Undying has been the subject of some recent nerfs, but I still think he's really, really good.
Yeah, Undying is incredibly good. When I want to win a pub, I just pick Undying. It's like, okay,
that's your rule.
That's my rule. Yeah, just like pick Undying, win game. I've lost 2 games on the new patch with him, I think, of like 20. I know it's dirty.
Well, he's not just a really strong hero, but he's also notoriously difficult for pubs to deal with.
Oh yeah,
because they can't decide whether they want to be focusing on the tombstone or getting away from the tombstone or fighting, and
there's always that one guy.
There's like 2 people who are like, let's kill the tombstone, and then 2 people who are like, let's run out of the tombstone, then one guy who's like, I don't care, I'll just fight under it, and then you all die.
There was one game where it was a Shadow Fiend with a Deso that decided he would kill the tombstone every single fight, and I actually had to, like, the first 2 fights I'm like, wait a second, where'd tombstone go? Because I'm not used to them killing it, you know?
Just soul rip it, man.
Yeah, I had to later on, but it was like, do I actually have to pay attention to the tombstone? It's like the Dota takes skill. What?
I wish Pugna could banish Tombstone like he can banish his Nether Ward. Suckers!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right?
Wait, Pugna can't do that, right?
He can't banish the Tombstone, no. No.
That would be the dirtiest combo ever. Like, Pugna already nukes you hard. You don't have health. All of a sudden you don't have mana because of the Nether Ward. You try to cast something, you have no health, and health is basically being treated as your mana pool, and you just die all over the place. Not to mention you throw down a Tombstone, no, you can't kill it. It would just be evil.
Pretty standard picks. I mean, aside from the lack of an Undying here, this is all stuff that we usually see in the first pick phase.
I'm a little surprised that eHug didn't touch it either.
I mean, I guess they just don't want it. I wonder if anyone's even going to ban it out. If it gets to second phase, someone will probably take it if it gets to second phase.
After 3 games, we have solved the audio problem.
Oh, have we? Is it finally fixed?
It's low overall, but it's balanced now. I'll take it for the moment.
I mean, you can probably also crank up the overall output at some point if we want to just get it better.
Yeah.
But hey, balance is a good thing.
Yeah, if you guys want to pump it out, if you want to scare the neighbors, turn it up. Go ahead. Sorry about that, but...
They'd scare the neighbors if they're listening to the 2 of us, man. It's a dangerous proposition you're making.
Oh my god. I can just imagine, like... I mean, living with roommates in college, it's been kind of like... I really wonder what they think of me outside this room. Like, no, hit him! Hit him harder! Hit him harder! Like, wait, what is he doing in there? You know?
Dude, I had many a solo room where it was I had a lot of questions like, what are you doing in there at night? Like, playing video games mostly at 4 in the morning. Yeah. Mostly. Yeah. Such is life. Dude, I was an EVE Online fiend then.
Oh god, I've heard of that.
I was on, like, you know, these 4-hour CTAs. Okay, Undying not banned. What does nobody care? Okay. So we're gonna get the lead. So, safely Shadow Lena or the other way around? Ooh, Storm Spirit made it through. I haven't seen the Storm Spirit for quite a while. I haven't seen the Storm Spirit since Samael's Storm Spirit got brutalized in Game 3 of those finals.
Yeah. Storm Spirit has been like, okay, don't touch it, but... eHug gonna respond with the Nyx Assassin. I mean, this is a lot of lockdown. This is a lot of I'm gonna turn damage back on you kind of thing with the Nyx Assassin. Lena already has a lot of burst. and I'm already liking their draft.
Yeah, they've got some nice setup. The late game Storm, the mana burn will be really, really strong, obviously. But I mean, you can sometimes have problems getting a good lane with Nyx Assassin. You can put him in the off lane if you want to. What's up?
This just in. Pugna can decrepify the tombstone.
Can he really?
Apparently, 2 people in chat claim that he can. So hey.
Oh. Ooh, a Treant. Okay.
Okay.
I could have sworn I tested that, but I could be wrong. If Twitch chat says it, it must be true.
Since it's from Hefla, I actually believe it's probably true.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the time when Twitch chat corrects a caster, they're usually right, which is kind of. And then you look at the rest of the time, and it's just like kappa, kappa, kappa.
Oh my god, this caster's so bad. You want to try it? Go ahead, be my guest.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I'll own it. I'll own up.
I just love when I miss a kill and I look over there and I see the little T-Tor's camera. I'm like, get your camera out of there.
So, what do you think about this tree? I mean, I think there's some potential there to help prevent some early Nyx ganking, but I don't...
Yeah.
Maybe you use the tree to help the clock and the storm dive. Maybe you pick something aggressive like a Weaver as your last pick. Tree Weaver has always been really strong, kind of like a Batten Weaver was a while back. So, I mean... You could do like a Weaver off lane, almost. No, well, no, it would probably be Weaver mid, safe lane Storm, just to get him farmed up. I don't know. I think there's potential for a Weaver pick here, even if he's not a hugely popular thing. Slardar pick, okay. So that means to support Lina, which I was not expecting, or support Nick.
Or
support Nyx actually.
The classic support Shadow Fiend. I mean, we've had clowniness. No, that better not happen. In the name of all that is Shadow Fiend, that had better not happen.
I think the goal there is, I mean, obviously they have really good physical. It's got some nice minus armor synergy with the Shadow Fiend, but also just Tree can't bail anyone out of a fight with Nature's Guise, which is always helpful.
10 seconds remaining.
But I mean, it means heroes like Clockwork and Storm Spirit, who are known for their particularly high armor, will just get destroyed.
Yeah, and there's not much armor on this team. There's living armor, sure, but Slaughter will reduce all types of armor, and living armor doesn't even give you real armor. It's like knockoff armor. No, it's really good knockoff armor, granted, but it's still knockoff armor.
So I like that they picked 3 kind of divey cores with the Treant. It's going to be really nice. The Razor, obviously, if he's got that little bit of extra tankiness, can drain that extra damage, get a couple more swings, bring down basically anyone he wants to. The Storm Spirit obviously can go in super hard on people, and the Treant armor, as opposed to giving him like time while he's fighting, it more gives him bailout for after he's done killing someone to be able to walk away from the return damage that the tower might be putting in. And Clockwork obviously is super divey, so I think there's actually some really nice synergy there.
Yeah.
With the,
because, I mean, you can go 2 routes with the Treant. You can play kind of the, I need to keep somebody alive in lane tree, which is good, but let's keep in mind, like, when a Spectre or an Anti-Mage, let's just say, gets really farmed, they don't need the tree armor anymore. They pretty much say, whatever, I don't care. With this kind of lineup, they can keep going. What?
Is that a support Slardar? Doesn't Bloody 9 play support? He was the AA last game. I mean, he's got a shield. He should be farming. There's a ward on the Lina. Maybe they just traded roles. I don't know.
Wait, they've got a different stand-in. Kev wasn't there that last game. So this could be the reason, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, okay, support Lina. So it is going to be the support Lina.
Yeah, I was thinking, wow, it's the reverse caster's curse. Whatever we say happens. And Arcanas will rain from the sky. And now we wait.
Nice try.
Yeah. Thanks, Ice Frog. Anyways. eHug up against Ollin. Game number 2 coming up here. We've got Bloody 9 on the, what we think, we truly believe is a core Slaughter. Justin gonna be on the...
He's got a shield. He's got it farming.
He has to, right? And Rubik has a smoke. It's definitely a core Slaughter. Yeah, no doubt about it now. For sure. But on the Rubik, we do have Ja, the NEL superstar, if you will. Kip will be standing in this time on the Lina. We're gonna have Justin, who I want to introduce, sorry about that, and MJW will be on your offlane Nyx Assassin.
Over on the side of Ollin, going to be PO handling our safe lane Razor. Mist will be taking care of that support Witch Doctor. Galliana will handle the tree for us. We're going to have a Clockwork in the off lane, played by Mango, and our mid lane, Storm Spirit, played by Destroyermon, our monster tanker from last game, who almost ran it back and then got picked off twice.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think Ollin could take this. They've got a really good draft. despite their record, okay, that they have yet to win a game in JDL over 7 games, okay, they've still played very well, especially in that last game. The games I saw of them before that, not so much. But they did show, at least, that they know how to capitalize on mistakes. That you can't just say, oh, well, let's pick the silliest draft we can think of and try to run that. And we'll win against them, because, you know, it's Ollin.
Yeah, well, I mean, the draft from eHug wasn't particularly clowny. It was just kind of the game itself. We might have an engagement here on MJW. Now he's just going to take some harass from Mist.
He has skilled up Carapace first, though.
I mean, that's kind of important because he needs to be able to block.
Yeah.
You know, if he can block the stun or something, or if they actually engage on him. You see he's actually burned it once already. So you can actually get some good work done with that. And the big thing for him, obviously, as long as he can avoid taking too much damage, his regen will do him just fine.
Yep.
And there's always been jokes among pro players, and it's not wholly untrue, that, first of all, the Radiant offlane is way easier than the Dire offlane.
Yeah.
And so the joke is you can basically run any hero offlane on Radiant, and they'll do okay.
Yeah, you could put
which is not completely true, but as long as they're like a reasonable offlaner, they'll probably get their levels.
I mean, look at Slasher. He's running Enchantress offlane and it's working, but that's just a good
Slasher's
hero, in my
way.
opinion. I think Enchantress core is the future, boys. But you have
I mean,
to
now
pick
that
in the right
Infidus
lineup,
goes through BKB, that's actually a pretty huge deal.
it's like, what if we just removed the one item that counters Enchantress and stopped it from doing that? Like, what could happen?
Well, it still lets people hit her through Untouchable, which is a really big deal.
But still, I mean, if she dies and she takes somebody with her, that's worth it. Anyways, she's not in this game.
Lane farm trading pretty even for the first 2.5 minutes. Nobody getting too crazy. Does Storm have a bottle coming out to him? Yeah, okay, because he's out of mana. Otherwise, he'd be having a little bit of trouble. What about Justin? Ooh!
I actually caught that. Wow. It was pure luck, but Mango gonna go down to a Dragon Slave and a few extra right clicks out from the Rubik's down here.
That's a
1,000 on Bloody 9.
Like, that's just ridiculous. Lift, toss back, easy light strike array, easy slider crush. It's very, very easy to get kills with that, even against a very defensive hero like Clockwork.
Well, I mean, especially against Clockwork. If he wants to use Kongs defensively, you just grab him and pull him back out and say, hey, I'll take it.
Oh, there he goes. They're gonna throw him back out right there. Missed the light strike array, though. Oh, now Jaw's in a really bad position right here. He might go down. Yeah, he's gonna die.
Oh, wait. Okay, he does have 2 TP scrolls for whatever reason. The jukes? No, he runs back into the creeps. It's over.
Creep.
Siege creep. Cardi for the win. Volvo, please.
It's really unfortunate that they went in so deep for that because they were winning that lane, and now they just gave Mango a lot of XP and gold that he didn't really earn.
Yep. They definitely had a huge advantage here. In fact, Bloody 9 had 1,000 gold, and now Mango getting a little cocky. He feels confident. We'll get the stun hitting him there.
I mean, he got him in close enough to take some tower shots, so that ended up being pretty useful. Especially, I think Mango actually purposefully destroyed the back one so that when he tried to right-click out, it would move him back towards the tower.
That's true, yeah.
Because of that pathing.
Yep. The one pathing we didn't necessarily want fixed. But it would do that anyway in the past, for sure. Meanwhile, up top, Nick's sitting on level 3. He hasn't picked up any mana burn yet. And I kind of like the fact that he's not picking it up this game yet. He's going to need it later, but against Razor, I mean, you're just going to get shocked right back. So unless you have Carapace up, it's not going to be the best skill to use.
Yeah, no, obviously that's not something you're going to do a lot. You could theoretically burn away the Witch Doctor mana to make him less of a threat in lane, but it's not really that worth it because the Razor's still farming. Oh, it looks like they want to get something going here. We do have the stun coming in from MJW on the back of that Fade Bolt. Nice Carapace to make sure that he got stunned off of that coconut that he tossed right there. Galliana probably going to get away. Very hard to bring down the tree with both the armor and the Leech Seed healing him up. But hey, solid kill. Little rotation gets MJW a little bit of that offlane love.
Gets him a whole level, actually.
Now. Yeah.
And decent chunk of gold. I think he's going for bottle here, I guess.
It would not surprise me. I mean, Nyx is a really, really great... He's roaming so much that he makes really good use of all the runes. And he'll constantly be able to just camp a rune and get his full bottle.
But now they go after the tree once again. He doesn't have mana for Leech Seed. He will, however, have a Wraith Band, which is flying out to PO. Don't forget about that little Doomling.
One of the nice things, if you can keep forcing a tree to armor himself or armor his own lane, it means that the rest of the lanes aren't being affected by, oh, well, I can't kill anyone, there's tree armor. you kind of want to be able to force him to burn it on his own lane constantly so that he loses some of that global presence that the team otherwise gets just by having a Treant Protector.
Yeah, that is true, because if he has to be selfish with it, then Storm's like, I need tree armor. Well, it's on cooldown. Sorry, they're ganking us. And Midas coming up for Slaughter, but before the 6-minute mark, I'm fine with it. Perfect.
Oh, Midas on Slaughter, he's one of those heroes, I mean, there's a few different things that you want Midas for. You want Midas if you can get it really fast, you can get a big gold advantage. You want it if you're on a hero who's really level dependent, so you can get that XP advantage. But also, I mean, if you're on a hero who can really use both of those things, I mean, not maybe as much as someone like an Invoker, but who also really does benefit from the attack speed, like a Bash hero, it's another thing to think about. Slaughter gets a lot off of a little bit of attack speed.
That is true indeed. With the Bash chance sitting at up to 25%, that's a really good shot at getting the Bash off. He'll get a amplify damage off on Mango here. I can never remember the name of that one. But actually,
Storm wants to go in.
Storm, oh, gonna take down Job very quickly. Tree armor keeping him up. And despite the amplify damage, they're gonna keep chasing here. Kemp will throw out a Dragon Slave, but not enough.
Really nice rotation. The power of the tree armor right there, keeping the Storm in very, very good life so they couldn't turn around on him, combined with the fact that he's got those extra levels. Clockwork had the level 3 battery assault putting out all that damage, means that they theoretically committed about 3 heroes worth of skills because they had the tree armor, but they didn't have to commit an actual rotation from the tree. He was able to sit back and get some XP during that, which means that you're only divvying that golden XP up a little bit, and you're being just that much more efficient with your early laning XP.
Yeah. We do see Clockwork picking up his bottle as well. Kempf hovering around mid lane, up top. Do we have some action?
Dire's bottom tower is under
Nothing really going on in the top lane. The Nyx is being zoned out pretty effectively. You can see how far up the Razor is playing, and the Nyx knows he can't really engage on that. But at the same time, he's sitting about a third of the way through level 5, so he's getting decent XP up here. As soon as he gets that level 6, obviously he's going to be a pretty dangerous threat to these supports. Ooh! Treant going down the lane.
I didn't even realize he was there yet. Bloody Knight actually going down to destroy him on bot as well. And double Midas coming up for Radiant.
Better trade for Ollin across the map.
Yeah, especially with these kind of passive playstyles coming up from
top lane.
Their team's active, but they may not be able to be with these Midas pickups. There's a lift on miss. John gonna get it off, get a Fade Bolt as well. Raises gonna come through.
They already used the tree armor.
Yeah, and that is not where you want to be. Pio gonna dodge the stun at least, but there's a Requiem charged up. Will actually slow Pio down just a little bit, but without mana for Raises, he can't do much more, especially without the mobility. But he will have that Hand of Midas. Please use it. Okay, it's gonna be a while.
He's on a bigger creep for the experience.
Yeah. If he's walking away from this, he definitely needs to go use it, but I would have slipped into the jungle and used it right there, which is probably the greedy play, but what can I say?
It was a little scary because they don't have good vision of the jungle. He doesn't know who could possibly be in there. And that was a really, really big commitment for just... oh no, he's just going to use it on a lane creep, so I don't know. Never mind then. Forget what I was saying. But it was a really, really big commitment for eHug just to get a Witch Doctor. I think they really expected to get the Razor too when they committed 4 heroes up there. But, I mean, at the same time, the Shadow Fiend across the map has been farming really, really well. You can see him 72 and 5 on his CS.
Yeah.
In the net worth chart at the moment.
And he doesn't even have any stacks to fall back on right here. Not that he needs them, but mainly because these supports have been trying to play a bit more aggressively. They haven't had time to sit back and stack the jungle for Shadow Fiend. He can do that himself if he wants it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much gold coming from early kills nowadays in Dota that I think it's actually the smart thing to pick really active supports. I actually get really frustrated when I go into pubs and they're still picking like these really kind of lane-heavy supports. I'm just like, guys, this isn't a farming meta anymore. As much as I want to play my anti-mage and my Terrorblade again, not doing it.
Ripping Pepperino's Spectre.
Just adapt. Yo, oh god. Give me back my Spectre, give me back my Naga Siren. Oh, I love those games.
I think Spectre can still work, but you have to build her completely different. I mean, you pretty much have to go phase drum defusal. Urn is
Urn drum defusal.
Oh, you still go Urn? I think of Urn more as a passive item where you get a kill, you can go heal up later. But whatever.
I mean, it lets you keep your farming going, but it also lets you secure kills.
Yeah, so it's kind of both.
Urn is the kind of item you get if you're planning on being involved in kills, so...
See,
it's not a huge commitment.
I said I want you to cast, but really, you're just coaching me the whole time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You should not take my coaching. You should talk to Blaze again. He's...
I don't deserve Blaze's coaching. I am not worthy.
I'll talk to Capitalist for you. He just made 6K, posted it all on Twitter. Yeah.
And congrats to that. I mean, he's probably not watching. He's probably off celebrating, but...
I mean, he's probably getting, like, drunk, basking in all of the ladies that are like, oh, you play 6K Dota?
You have 6K Mama, tell me more.
Oh god, I would farm 6K for that. Oh man. Let's get into all the exclusive parties that you only get into if you're a 6K Dota player. Alright, bottom lane, Mango getting wrecked.
And yeah, the bounce is coming around there. Bloody Nine, if he goes down here, that's a Midas on cooldown. Or off cooldown rather, but you know what I mean. And Justin, excuse me, trying to jump on Storm there, will get the raise and the impale to follow it up. Very nicely played there from both MJW and Justin.
Yeah, there's actually some really, really nice defensive play on the side of Ollin, both from Destroymon and Galliano to keep him alive that long. But he was zipping kind of into the trees, and I don't think realized that the Shadow Fiend was right there channeling a Requiem, so he was almost out of mana. He's like, oh god, I gotta hit the downhill, but it just wasn't enough. Unfortunate.
Yeah. By the way, those 6K MMR parties you get into, they're only in the client. So.
Oh, I see. Never mind.
I think you've been misled.
If there's not an open bar at the 6K party, I'm not interested anymore.
There's an open coach slot. Oh wait, but we can't play ranked, so he's kicked. Anyways. This is a relatively passive game from, well, mostly just eHug. Ollin are trying to make plays.
Ollin are trying to make plays and getting countered on.
Yeah.
It's just really, really easy for the Rubik and the Nyx to counter a lot of these times. And Lena as well. I mean, she's a hero who's kind of difficult to open up with if you don't have someone to set up for you. But if someone's diving in on someone, it's generally pretty easy to hit the LSA. So you can get really nice, easy stun on people.
And with the Nyx Assassin, they've got a good counter shape with the Spike Carapace. Speaking of Nyx, though, Vendetta going to come out. Mana Burn as well to follow after Impale misses. And it's not going to go so well.
Not really having the best stun game so far. See if he picks it up, but he's whiffed several of them in these past couple of fights.
You know what he can do, though? He can Spike Carapace and then Mana Burn and stun the Razor with that.
That's true.
I don't know if he's thought of it or realized it yet, but
well, it's
that
only
is a way to guarantee a stun out on the Razor.
The stun's only 6 times per second right now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
expected to stay that way for a bit. So we're gonna have the stun on Mango, but the tree armor is probably gonna keep him alive just plenty during that. Nobody really wants to engage too hard. They do throw the amp damage out on him, so the Slidar and the Shadow Fiend could both wreck him pretty hard if they focus.
And what you gotta remember is this is also information. It is a little bit of vision, a little more time to look at him, see what he's got in his pockets there. As he actually has got a Arcane Boots. Sorry. A little bit of Yankee got into me there. Oh, and Justin with the Blink Requiem out onto Pio. Pio is slowed. Another right click will do the trick. Can he even get in there? Pio just taunting him. He will TP right in front of his face and won't be able to get it. That's a lot of souls going away to Shadow Fiend that he didn't really need. But Destroymon gonna find the return kill, and Ja hanging out up top. There are some pings coming out from the Razor. And also the Nyx, who is looking for a kill. But Vendetta will run out.
Alone in the mid lane right there, so Mango was able to pick her off very easily.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here comes MJW. Looks like we're just going to get a zip out from the storm. I think he knows he's being hunted.
Yeah. There were some pings coming out for Razor. I believe he spotted out Rubik, but since it's nighttime, he may have missed him. And Razor went for a Midas as well, which I don't agree with as much, but I mean,
maybe she felt like because the fighting carry of Slardar has already committed to a Midas, that he's safe to commit to one too, just to make sure he keeps up.
Yeah, but
if the game kind of drags
so
on. Yeah, but if the game drags on and Slardar has a Midas and you don't, you're gonna basically lose by default.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be an item ahead at some point.
And he's already getting kills because, well, he's Slardar. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's also got plenty of money for his Blink Dagger, which is a really, really big deal.
The way he's saving up this gold, I wouldn't be too surprised if he went for Armlet, but I still think the Blink Dagger is necessary.
No, I think he was just farming and pushing up the lane. There it is.
Yep.
Oh, Storm Spirit's gonna go in. At least he bought the Blink Dagger first before he gets the Slithering Crush, and the hook shot is not actually gonna connect with Bloody Nine. He might get the Blink Dagger off cooldown, and he does. He's just gonna sprint away through the river right there. And so unfortunate. A big commitment from Ollin. 4 heroes down here. So we actually have plenty going on around the rest of the map. PO may be getting gone on right here. Nice lift coming out from Rubik into the stun. Mana burn. Stolen Razor Lightning coming out right there. I can't even remember what that's called. Plasma Field. And the Dragon Slave will finish him off, but it looks like we do have some counters coming in the form of some TPs. Rocket gonna hit MJW, not a lot of damage. I think that's only a level 1 Maledict. It is. And the Shadow Fiend's here. Here's the damage. The right clicks, the raise is going down. Got that triple raise beautifully. And now they probably can just clean up this tower, seeing as there's only one hero from Ollin up here, and he's retreating.
And it's a Witch Doctor. I mean,
yeah.
What's he gonna do?
The coconuts can slow you down, I guess, but then you're gonna get just blinked on and killed by the Shadow Fiend.
I mean, they slow down the creeps, but they don't slow down the Shadow Fiend, who is really a tower-pushing monster early. Like, if he's got his souls, he can take a tower, because he hits like a truck.
Well, it's not just that, but the fact that as long as he's got 150 mana, he can kill an entire wave, which makes pushing super easy.
Yeah.
He's also got another 2250 gold on top
Get
of
another
everything,
blink dagger if he needs, but of course, it's kind of pointless.
Why not both?
Yeah. Oh, but Blink Requiem into the stun. Storm doesn't even have a chance to look around before he falls there. Oh my goodness.
Very, very nice coordination there from eHug. If they had been like a second slower on that, on the blinking from Justin, they had to be basically perfectly coordinated, because if Justin blinks in too early, Storm zips out. If Bloody Nine blinks in too early, they don't have time to land the raise afterwards, so unless they get a lucky bash, he zips away. So really, really well played by eHug there.
Galliana.
Oh, nice sentry.
Yep, taken down. Very well done there. I mean, they're gonna lose the sentry, but
spend a sentry, get a kill. Totally worth it.
yeah, totally worth it. That's a 100 gold
100%.
investment for a lot of XP for your team. It's basically like if you could buy a quick little potion to get some extra XP.
Well, not just that. I mean, they get the gold back. So
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
Buy a free quick little potion to get some XP.
You just have to use it at the right time.
Just making change, you know? Anyways, Mango working on his blade mail here. Take a look at overall items. We do have the triple Midases picked up. Storm going for that. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bit off the mark. And that's the hookshot on cooldown.
Well, such is life. I mean, it's the kind of skill you're gonna miss it every once in a while, but you miss 100% of the hooks you don't take.
Yeah, of course.
Just like Mirana arrows.
Yep.
Although a lot easier to hit than a Mirana arrow, but still.
Yeah, I think Clockwork's hookshot, while it is still a skill shot, definitely, it is one of the easier skill shots to line up, just for its travel time.
Yeah, I mean, that does wholly depend, however, on how much stuff you're shooting it through, which is the bigger challenge.
Yeah, that's where it gets tough. If it's a whole team fight and you really need to hit one target, you're gonna have trouble threading the needle. But
oh, Storm's gonna pick off Shadow Fiend in the jungle down there.
And he'll be able to get away too. He's actually finished his Orchid with that.
And he Justin then buys his BKB. He's like, well, I'm not letting that happen again.
Yeah. Can't let him keep picking me off, because he will. I mean, that's Storm versus Shadow Fiend in a nutshell. Up until level 6, it's tough for the Storm Spirit. Afterwards, it's rough. And actually, there's the old outfit
ultimate coming out.
MJW gets the carapace, but no damage coming off just yet. He missed. We'll get a big Witch Doctor ulti off. Nyx Assassin drops. Rubik drops as well. And it's 11-9 as Ollin are holding their own in this game. And could definitely still have a stake in it at this point. There is an Orchid, though, coming off on the top lane. Kemp will get taken down. That was the spider sense at work there by your caster. Too bad it's not active more often, right?
I feel like, I mean, at this point, I think eHug kind of have to group up a little bit, or at the very least, they can't be anywhere where there's vision. Because if supports are farming where there's vision, if anyone without a BKB is farming where there's vision, the Storm could probably kill them. I think even the Slidar, he could probably solo kill with that Orchid. Slider's going for a Vanguard, by the way, so he's gone for the tankiness. I don't know if he's going to be going Crimson Guard or if he's going to be going something with a little bit more damage on it. I would personally like him to go for a BKB next.
Yeah,
I think
Crimson's not amazing here.
No, it's not.
Especially since it doesn't block Witch Doctor at all.
Well, that's personally why it kind of confuses me that he's gone for the Vanguard at all, is because on a hero like this, committing to a defensive pickup like that means one of two things. Either you need to dive a lot of towers to make it pay off. Oh, Galliana in the mid lane, probably going to get shredded right here. Yeah. Nice Nyx coming out. Raises both missed, I think, but the right clicks were enough. Oh, Rubik got living armor. That can be really, really helpful.
No. Time to heal up all the towers real quick.
Yeah, right? until you steal something else. That's
Yeah.
such a good steal, because it's one of those steals that even out of the immediate fight you steal it in is incredibly useful. It's like, it's not as good as like stealing a blink or something, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Sentry down already there for Ollin, so that they know that the ward was just dropped up there. They can take it out at their leisure.
Yeah, and eHug had no idea there's a sentry as well, so nothing
just
they
throw him
can
on.
do about that.
Trying to set up on the side here.
Shadowfiend will go down, though. Take the tower down, excuse me. He is
Shadowfiend
still up.
going down. Okay.
Hey, I missed though, completely. Yep.
Mango gonna get wrecked.
Yeah.
Only counter initiation's coming in. There goes the Witch Doctor for the Razor damage drain is happening. The amp damage has come out. BKB
Requiem.
channels the Requiem. Not as much damage as he would have liked.
Oh.
Slave cleaning people up the Laguna Blade as well. And Justin is able to just wreck everyone who comes out. Storm trying to zip out. Dodges the stun actually. Very nice. Galliano probably going to go down to try and just on his chance here, but he's going to just go down. I think that was either the Mana Burn or the Vendetta of the Nyx. I didn't see which. But that's
it was
going to
one of those, yeah.
really... Did Ollin even get anyone? I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. I really thought the Storm might make it, but he was running out of mana quickly after he dodged that Slaughter stun, which was a beautiful play, but you gotta be able to make something happen with it, otherwise it's just like, cool, I dodged it, and now I'm gonna die.
He tried his absolute hardest. Galliano
Yeah.
was trying too. He got him the armor. He even gave him the Leech Seed, not just to get the slow, but to try and give him a little bit of that healing, and it just
Yeah.
wasn't quite enough. So eHug probably get a huge swing off of that one. Yeah, that just jumped from about 6k to 10k on the net worth chart.
That got ugly real quick, and Nyx Assassin gonna pick up a Blink Dagger as well. This is even more initiation for the team of eHug, who already have 2 Blink Daggers up and really don't even need the initiation. I mean, it's kind of just luxury initiation at this point. Shadowfiend going Santu Nasha, he just wants to be tanky. This is kind of the alternative to mech I'm seeing this patch. Although I believe people were picking it up last patch, probably.
Yeah, I mean, either way, honestly, they're both pretty solid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, honestly, eHug, I feel like, is just out-executing Ollin in a lot of these fights. They had a little bit of a farm advantage. The Razor was kind of falling behind. But in general, their positioning, their use of abilities, they're catching multiple people in all of their AoEs. They're not really wasting anything. Pio might be in trouble right here. The lift from the Rubik, the Laguna Blade used as well. He pops the mech. I don't think it's going to be enough. So the Razor is down again for another 50 seconds. I'm not sure they can push high ground off this. Maybe they go and try to take Roshan. Although if they do go for Roshan, they'll get spotted going right in. Oh yeah, Justin wants it.
The greed has overtaken him. So the rest of the team gonna be moving in here, but Ollin, they know, they do throw the rocket out just to say, hey, we see you. And hookshot coming in, Mango, and the Witch Doctor ulting from the high ground. It's gonna hit on MJW, it'll take him down. Justin with the Requiem, it is gonna pop on Storm, but Storm will bring down Lena at least. Now can he bring down another? No, he's out of mana. It's all up to Tree and Mango, and the Witch Doctor, who's now making his way into the real fight. Galliana gets raised down before he can get that Leech Seed off. Bloody Nine gonna get a first hit bash, and then into a stun. Mango is just sitting on the cliff like, guys, guys, I don't know what to do. And I think Nyx is pinging that Mango's there. Yeah, they should know. They can't go for this Roche simply because Clockwork will know and could potentially take it. But
this better not be another one of those pause GGs.
it better not be.
I'll be really disappointed if we get 2 of those in one night. But I mean,
Well, I've
how
been
did
noticing
he
this.
get up there? He hookshot it in. He
I'm-
box in the middle. I'm kind of confused, quite frankly. I
Wait.
haven't seen it before Staves.
What has Rubik got?
Rubik must have tossed him. Rubik
He
must
could have
tossed
tossed him, yeah. I was thinking Rubik might have stolen Cogs and pushed him up there.
No, Rubik tossed him. I don't know why
Yeah.
I was even questioning it. Rubik has
Yeah.
ball like moment, which, I mean, as much as Rubik likes mobility stuff, it's way too expensive for him to sustain. He'd much rather have a regular blink. So
I mean, for an escape, it's really nice to have, but that's about it.
you can't afford to use it in fights, though. And frankly, by the time you're at the end of a fight, you're probably drained enough on mana that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he'll have a soul ring for one quick sip, and a nice hook shot in. It's gonna catch 2 in the Cogs. They're doing some damage, but one of them got drained. It was Shadowfiend, who will be respawning now without the drained damage missing. He'll be able to blink up to the high ground in a second. Slaughter probably going down, but he will be able to get a stun off. Turns for some reason. I think he was trying to get off and amplify damage. While there may be a cloud over PO, it's not Slaughter's. And they will back off there. But a nice pick off by those 2 heroes. Worth it to sacrifice this Clockwork for breaking an Aegis and getting a hero out. So And Nyx is in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there's the sentry dropped right there. They know he's hunting. He has his blink dagger. He can just leave. Like, who cares?
Yeah, but if he takes damage at the wrong time, and with Tree Invis here,
He's
why
just
is
leave.
Tree not walking back there?
I mean, they're not thinking about it, I guess.
I guess so.
He just leave. It's not that hard.
Tree, he's right there. Oh, Nyx is gonna blink
no, he
forward.
was waiting for this.
Requiem! The lift into Requiem, and one more right click will bring down the Razor. Justin now godlike, as Ja helps bring down the Witch Doctor. Will get orchided up by Storm Spirit there. And Destroyer trying to grab something, does have a little bit of mana to work with. We'll be able to zip away briefly. There's a buyback from the Rubik, who is gonna just sit in the fountain for a second and start hoofing it. Okay. Miles Storm. Oh! No, juke it. Oh, not quite. It's just
I will say this for MW. Ever since I said he's not been hitting his stuns that well, he's been doing very, very well.
Oh, I'll show you, buddy. Yeah.
He was listening to me. He's like, "Oh man, are you talking shit on me?" I'm like, "No, I'm sorry."
No, I didn't
Sorry,
say anything. Don't get the mix on me.
Don't nix me, bro.
Don't nix me.
All right, so I think
awkward
we
DC.
talk about the fact that Shadow Fiend is doubling Storm's net worth after that buyback,
Yeah.
and Storm is the most farmed person on Ollin. That's a problem.
When Shadow Fiend is dwarfing your team, he's not only stealing your souls, he's stealing your heart and your body as well. Like, you can't do anything against him right now. What do? You get near him, he takes your armor. You stand still for a second, he triple raises you, and if you try to run, he'll just follow you and right-click along. He's also got Maim Slow and Lifesteal to keep himself alive, not to mention a BKB and a pretty good ult.
If you add up the net worth for Ollin, Shadow Fiend has about 2/3 of that, like of their entire
Oh
team.
my god.
Like you have about the 18k on the Storm and the
Because
the
Ollin
Razor.
has 30k net
You
worth
have
right now.
about another So not quite there, but close.
Gold graph.
I was doing addition, man.
Okay. You and your
Graph.
math.
Do math. Yeah, wow, that's so
You
much
smart
easier.
people. Yep. It's very useful for in the late game when there's a very close advantage. You could say, it's actually only a 5 net worth advantage. Oh my god, I'm giving away my caster secrets. Now they can learn to be as bad a caster as I am.
Twitch chat, this is how you cast. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
You too could be SB Revolution 5 with a little bit of effort.
But why would you want to? I'm not really sure. But you can.
Man, you
it's
don't
an
want-
option.
Oh man, they might get MJW right here. Witch Doctor ult is going to be burned just to bring down that Nyx assassin. Looks like we are going to have the steal on the ball lightning again. So Ja getting just ever so much of that mobility in, and Justin just not caring. Just going to walk in if I feel. Oh, looks like they do want to disengage. Ja getting a little low, out of mana maybe. They might catch the Lina right here with the stun, but no! 29 blinks in, gets the nice stun. The Lina stun from the high ground is going to let them bring the fist. Blink in from Justin. He's just ripping through heroes with these right clicks. But PO starting to steal damage. That Slardar is down over 200 damage right now. He's swinging so hard, but it doesn't matter. The amp damage plus the Shadow Fiend right clicks. Too much for that poor Razor. And Justin just blinking aggressively right into the base. Gonna take down Galliana. Gonna take down Destroyermon. Ultra kill for the Shadow Fiend. And this should be it. There's the GG called from Pio.
I mean, when Shadow Fiend gets to the point that he hits your support once, and that's a third of their health gone, you know things have gotten way out of your control. You know that the game has gotten beyond what you can do. And this is the danger of a good Shadow Fiend player. Like,
It's terrifying. I mean, it's really scary. I mean, Shadow Fiend, and people think, oh man, all he does is right click and raise people. Guys, positioning a Shadow Fiend properly is so hard. He's so squishy.
yeah.
Like, you can't just right click people.
So before you go into your rank match, it's like, guys, I can play Shadow Fiend. I just watched Justin from eHug do it. It doesn't look that hard. And then you proceed to go like 0-10. Please, go in a lobby match first and try it against like unfair bots and see how you do.
We
first.
warned you. Remember that we warned you. So, Team Flames.
Yeah. Don't go buy that Arcana and be like, I'm gonna be the best Shadow Fiend ever! Let's go! No. By the way, there were 2 Arcanas on the side of eHug, and, maybe they won some Arcanas as well.
An advantage, okay?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Pay to win Dota. Sickens me. Even though I have Arcanas, so, well.
Yeah, man, I have Arcanas.
Yeah. We pay to win. What can I say? That's why I'm 3K MMR, guys. You know, above those lowly 2K scrubs. Just kidding, it's not that good. Anyways, that's going to be it for us tonight. Once again, Hippie, thank you for joining me. You can find Hippie at Hippie Casting on Twitter. It's ArchaeaDota on Twitch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and
My memory serves me right. Of course, I'm at SP Revolution 5 on Twitch and Twitter, and of course, SP Revolution 5 Dota on Facebook. For the casting studio, of course, you can find us at Truesight TV. We'll be going pretty bright and early tomorrow. I believe it's 11 Eastern for the first match of Star Ladder Pro Series, which will be... Let me pull that up real quick just to make sure. One moment, please. Feet versus ATN, followed by Yellow Submarine versus AS, excuse me. Those are both upper bracket matches, it looks like, so should be the cream of the crop, ahead of like 4ASC, MYI, Hee, etc. Should be a pretty interesting matchup. Of course, congratulations to eHug here, and once again, Hippie, thanks for joining me, and thank all of you in the chat for coming out.